Alright.
How's it going, Robbie guy?
Yo, dude.
How much of Oak's stream do you actually watch?
From when you finished Reinhardt on.
Okay. You just weren't talking to anybody?
Yeah, I was trying to do other things at the same time.
Feel that, man. It's all good. How's your day been, though, man?
Not bad. Pretty chill.
Yeah.
Chill Sunday.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
How about you guys?
Not too much, man. Just, put together some Legos and chilled. It's been good. Why did you send me another invitation?
Because it showed that you weren't in here. And it made me sad.
I'm still here. I've been talking the whole time. We're not in party.
No, but like it showed you weren't in the custom game, and I was confused and sad.
Oh yeah, did you kick me out of it? So yeah, send that again. I don't know why it kicked me out of that.
It says you're in.
I'm sitting at the loading screen.
It's not letting me invite you.
Weird.
What the fuck?
Hold on, let me try something.
I sent the invite.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Alright, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Don't skin them.
Shave.
You don't fuck him either.
Quinn's not here. I'm right here.
I love how you were making cat jokes about Quinn, like as soon as he popped into your stream.
Yeah,
Was that intentional?
No. I'm always far behind whenever it comes to like looking at the chat and everything, just because I was building a mech and a suit of armor.
Now entering the temple of
Oh man, my...
What are we running here?
Are you trying to do
Ryan?
the Rhine charge?
So, Oak, were you thinking that just me and Robbie need to go up there, or like, if we have an Ana, send the Ana up there too, kind of thing?
You mean for like, so if he teleports up there?
Yep.
I was thinking Ana could go up, but she would have to wait until after his charge. So like whenever he gets up there, he'd have to charge, just because then she can be up here giving heals, and like she can aim down and get to him all the way down there in the back. But like for like whenever you go up there, so like I'll pretend I'm Ana right now. So come back down here. Alright, so you TP him up.
So I can be I want to see how far I can stand back before I TP. So I can be. This is the distance of it.
So he'd be up there, and then he would initiate his charge. I'd immediately come through, and then I can hit him from there. Because you don't want Ana to come up at this very same time, because once they see him going up there, they're going to focus fire on him, and it could be a quick and easy pick on the Ana, possibly. So you want to come up after he started it a little bit?
Okay.
We have to have everybody in position before I teleport up there.
Yeah.
Because he's right. I have to teleport and immediately charge. I can't hang around.
Now, come back. Let's try something else.
Well, while we're okay, never mind. I can ask about that later.
Hello.
Come back.
He's coming. Wait, me too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why you're going up there.
Me? Because I can
Yeah.
shoot things from up there. Because I've went up there every time I've done it.
Okay. But so Robbie, come back here. I just want to see if this would work. I don't know if the angle is going to be right. But try charging through because you can teleport mid-charge.
Teleporter online. We move quickly.
Angle's gonna be wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was just seeing what the angle would end up being.
This way.
So it just continues whichever way you're going. So come back down here. I just want to see if this would work.
Teleporter online.
Charge straight through, like from right here.
There's stuff in the way. That's very difficult to aim.
Yeah, it is. And I was just seeing if that
Teleporters
maybe in the,
gotta be like right.
where I am. So here, I'll be your judge point.
I've gotta. Oh man.
I don't know if it was working. It was just one of those things where I was. That
It would be good if we could make it work.
Yeah, that would be it. So that's like right in the middle. Well, it's slightly. Yeah, it's a little bit to the left.
So I would need to be a little bit offset.
Yeah, like right here.
Really teleport that time.
Teleporter online. I have opened the bar.
So the Ana would come up now. She'd have access to shooting at him. She could throw a nade right there over top, and he'd be there.
Hello.
Everybody else is gotta be coming in when I do that.
Oh, of course.
I'm gonna
And
die.
yeah, and what would end up happening there would be once you charge through, I would already be up ahead, doing a little bit of DM and whatever right here. As soon as we like get the go and you start your charge, I'd immediately fly right onto here. Right here. Any kind of disruption will take maybe 3 or 4 of their minds off of what you just did. And if I lose my mech, I lose my mech.
Yeah,
Now, the reason I would want to teleport up here is I pretty much have free reign to set my turrets wherever I want to from up here. Ideally, where would be the most inconvenient place to put my turrets for them?
If you would teleport pretty much the exact
Like,
same time,
I'm thinking just kind of put them along that wall.
this wall
Or
here, the only
wall.
issue with right here is they're right here. They see one of their friends just get smashed. They turn around and they start firing this way because he's going to be hitting right here. It's a lot easier to hit straight bullets there.
So I kind of set them up over there.
You could do there. You could do, if you can hit this pillar here, because that way if they're going to try and converge, it's going to slow them down. They're going to take their frame of mind off of Ryan because they're going to be held up and getting shot at from there. And then I'm going to be right in their face, disrupting anything they have going on. And then, so essentially, with these 4 cogs here, what we'd want is we'd want our Lucio to have speed boost, and once I start flying in here, he's going on a speed boost at the other person, or whoever's going, there's gonna be one other person, the speed boost as fast as they can straight through the point. Because then they'll probably, once he lands, they'll probably be right around here. I'll be up here doing my fuckery. They're gonna be able to fire up from there. Or if they want to, they can speed boost through and come up the stairs just like Robbie did and engage there, and Robbie can hold down the point. Or if they just go right to point, they can just get behind the shield. I can try and just back off if I can, get heals, because Ana should still be up there hitting me, and she can hit everybody down here. And then I can dive and poke, come back and forth as I need to.
The only thing is, if we're putting an Ana up here and we're wanting the Ana to be able to heal, you guys have to fight left point. Because close right is absolutely out of sight line.
Well, yeah, because essentially
once-
what's going to happen is they're going to want to fall and collapse onto us.
Once we have
Yes,
them
really.
on the point, though, the Ana can move up.
Yeah.
and probably
I'm
should.
thinking, since teleport is actually a pretty short cooldown, if we can get everyone off of platform, I can just teleport the Ana here, and then we can pretty much fight from here. We can engage from here.
The only issue I see with that is then we're taking you out of the fight, and that's taking not a considerable amount of DPS out, but it's going to be 4v6 if, let's say, he pins an Orisa and they don't end up dying.
Yeah. I mean, normally I would run Widowmaker on this point anyway, though, and if they're focused on you, I'm going to get free.
It would be better to have you on the point with us, so you deal more damage that way.
If we're going to run this in a comp game, I'm probably going to start the round on Widowmaker just to try and keep somebody from picking her. So I can swap that would be my normal swap, Sombra would be my secondary swap. But that way it kind of gets rid of the issue of potential DPS not wanting to play around you guys also.
I think a big thing though is if we are going to be doing this, we need everybody to be in communication. And if we have one person who is not, that's where we might run into issues. Because
I think it'll be fine as long as we have both our supports and chat.
But what you could do is if Ana's up there and you do stay up there, your cooldown's what, like 7 or 8 seconds?
Let's find this out.
Very much.
So a 12-second cooldown.
12 seconds. So once you get there, she would end up coming up now, so you'd have a little bit of time, What
seconds.
Teleporter online.
And now.
I have opened
Yeah,
the door.
and then you guys can collapse from there. What you can do once you hit here, if you have any turrets available, is if we're all fighting on point, just throw a turret anywhere on the point, just wherever. Any little bit of damage, any little bit of, you know, mobility decrease that you can have, that'll definitely help.
For
and
this
then,
plan, we very much need as many people on the point as possible.
yes.
This whole plan is about pushing the fight straight to the point.
Yeah.
We don't need sniping or whatever. We need body.
We need damage down their throat and just quick and easy.
I mean, I think this would work if we had, like, let's say, even if we had, let's say, a Brig in the DPS slot, Reaper would be good for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving myself a headache because I'm just spinning around.
Nerf this! All systems check out!
But this would
I'm back in the fight!
Now, for that, I mean, obviously you're not doing that, but this would be something I would be avoiding. Because one simple boom, and I take out all of them.
Yeah. I was just throwing them to throw them.
Okay, I was just, I figured that was the case, but I was just...
If it's like a quick, like you don't really have time to think about it, you're trying to deal damage with your primer or whatever, throwing them on the ground is great. If you do get like just a second, putting them like up there, like high up on that wall, or high up on that wall. Yeah, like on this wall is okay, but these two walls especially because they're closer to the fight, putting them high so they're out of reach of most attacks.
Yes.
If it ends up being a longer fight, I'm definitely throwing one in this room just because you always have like the support that gets low health run for the health pack.
Yeah. Hold on a second, guys.
Okay.
Greetings. Teleporter online. We move swiftly.
Hi, Oak.
Hi.
Hello.
I think that if I was going to do something like this, even if it would like, it's something that we could feasibly do multiple rounds just because we run over them quick enough, so quickly that they can't really deal with it. I'm probably going to be swapping off onto Sombra for second point. I like her on second point.
Okay.
If it's going to be a damage issue, then obviously I could do Hanzo or Reaper. But if I'm doing Symmetra for Anubis, it's probably just going to be for that point. it's gonna be for first point attack and defense. Not like a full map kind of thing.
Okay, so alright, let's wait for Robbie. I'm just thinking of once we establish this. For
Is online.
give that back.
What if we get our Ana up here?
I mean, that would work. It definitely could work.
Namaste. Greetings.
Come down here. Come here. But what I was thinking is, once we secure this point, if we can, like once we're at like 2/3, 3/4, and we don't see anybody coming down, you swing this way. You. Come here, come here, come here. And it's a simple, I mean, we don't necessarily even need it because we could just do the hop over. But if we can get you to put a TP over there,
Teleporter online.
and then as a whole, boom, and then just right into their face.
Because we could possibly get to the point quicker than they fully respawn in.
Exactly.
That's a good thought. It's a really good thought.
Not only that, but they're going to be waiting. So they're probably going to have a Widow perched up, you know, somewhere up here probably, or anything like that. And they may see us. But if we go from here and we're already over here at that point and we just rush the point, I mean, it's going to be, the Widow's going to be yes up there. But if we get 3 picks, I mean, it won't be that hard for us to even, like, with your turrets, just bink, 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 you know, just throw a couple up there, enough to distract her while we kill the rest of the team. That would just be another option.
So, if I charge from here, I'll stop right after the shield, and we can just shatter everybody.
Yeah.
You heard what Oak was trying to say, though, right?
Something about blasting people's faces.
Alright, come with us.
Rip. I missed my shot.
Let's just go back to the point where we were. Alright. So we do our do-to-do, we get here, we have a point, we're at like 2/3 at this point. We leave one person, if it's a Lucio, we leave Lucio. Where you going? Where you going? Come here.
I'm going. Said leave.
No. So we'll leave Lucio on the point right here just to scout. Once we get about 2/3, 3/4 of the way, everybody comes up here, and Sim sets up a TP right here. And then at this point, it's just over, get there, and just rush right here. Because Lucio can catch up to us, and he can still hit that TP, because he'll just speed boost through.
I like it because I think our biggest issue with this map in particular is we're very much a slow engaged team when it comes to this map. Like, we have a very hard time getting a snowball or a quick reset on this. And if we are able to rush point and just absolutely shit on them, we're gonna have ult advantage and we'll be able to establish point quicker than they can really deal with.
Just a thought. I mean, there are many issues. There are a few issues with it. I mean, there's issues with any plan, but I think in terms of rushing, that might be one option. Ouch. But we try that. Let's say that one doesn't work. All and good. So let's say we reset.
I view the sim attack very much as a one and done kind of plan.
Yeah. So let's say if we wanted to try one more point, let's say we have like 6 minutes or so. So the first attempt fails, you know, it breaks down, we have to come back. We kind of do the same thing, but whenever we come out of spawn, so no. Come back to where we were. Like how we were
going. If we were to do that, your teleporter would have to be down here.
I don't want to go up there.
I just throw a teleporter up there and throw a teleporter up there.
But But yeah, so let's say the first one, we do a hard regroup, we're all back here.
Hello.
Don't know who you are, go away. So we're at this point.
Over here.
So once we hit this point, they're expecting us to do that again. We can do the same thing, but abridge it. Everybody can make this jump. Everybody should be able to make this jump.
So it's easier from there than it is from there.
Yeah, but we can all make that jump. And from there, we can make this
My
jump.
teleporter is online.
No. We can make this jump. Okay. And then from here, TP there.
Teleporter online.
And then boom,
Quickly.
right down on the point.
If you can make that teleporter on the other side of that pillar,
Charge in.
I can.
I can charge in. Like if you can do it from here, like right from here, or on this side of the path to that side of the pillar.
I have to be about right here to be able to get the line of sight on it.
That's gonna be tough then.
Because from here, the only way they can see us, that they only can see like very small sliver right here.
Directly into the pillar.
But
I mean, I can put it a little bit further back if you want to try that out, but
that would be an easy way, not necessarily an easy way, but that could be another option to getting high ground here. And then, you know, me and Robbie jump right on the point, and we
I
just...
approached it the wrong way too. I thought it was in a different spot. I meant like putting it like there.
like where?
Like on this side of the pillar, same side of the pillar as me. Like there.
Oh, okay. I still don't know that I can send it far enough back.
Teleporter online.
No, it's not. But if I approach it from like
You'd have to teleport and then charge.
I think you might not want to use your charge there, though. Only reason is because once you're up here, especially if you have shatter, if you use your charge here and you come down and you shatter,
I don't want to shatter from up there.
you wouldn't.
Well, I mean, I would have to jump down and then shatter.
Well, you can shatter midair.
Yeah, but then you yell out and are defenseless as you fall to
True.
the ground.
True.
It's not really smart. Easy to counter and block
But
and stuff.
but also, I mean, if you use your charge here, then you're not necessarily immobile at this point right here. But I mean, you hit right here and you can charge someone, and then you're still really quick. You're not. It's not like a super far throw you off the wall, like throw you across the map kind of charge. It's close.
Oh,
quarters.
can also DM you while you're jumping down.
Yeah.
But
if I have shatter and there's a shield here, teleporting there and jumping down and shattering.
Reality bends to my will.
Broke the box.
no, definitely.
Hello. Hello. Namaste. Greetings.
I mean, obviously we have different ways to go through this map, but this was kind of a wide winding map here at this point. Do you have any like major thoughts or concern of this, Robbie?
Game on.
I just think that like Oak was kind of saying, and I think you were saying, like, if the Symmetra tech doesn't work the first round or the first couple times, we need to swap it up.
Yeah, at most I'd only want to give it 2 pushes. And 2 pushes pushing it. Now if they're running... Holy fuck. Okay. Internet. Chill your tits. Alright, I'm back. Just spiked for no reason.
Hello. Hello.
I also don't plan on running Symmetra for
Justin,
defense.
come here. Try getting it up there.
Teleporter online. We move swiftly.
Diving to the point from there. Just another option.
That way it just gives us, it gives us less cover.
It does. But if we try that first right on the side, they're going to be expecting us, right? I'm just thinking about another option. Maybe.
Thick.
Hey, try here. Can you hit the...
Teleporter online.
You can hit it
I have
there.
opened the path.
I mean, it still would be a little bit less coverage, but...
Hello.
I don't know why I'd never need to be able to get up here, but I can get here.
Where?
Namaste.
I'm under you.
Form up.
Oh, right there.
Teleporter online.
Yeah, I guess on like defense, I could just kind of teleport between these two spots.
Yeah.
But I think when we get into late game situations where we just need mobility, Robbie should start running Hammond a little bit more. If for nothing else, for mobility.
Cause you're a cute, fluffy little hamster.
Hey Robbie, I guess Reinhardt's still broken?
Yep.
But do we want to talk about defense? Do we feel good about defense?
I mean, second point defense we've always been good at. I mean, we've always been able to hold. It's always first point, because it's the same kind of thing. Like, once they get that one push through and they get one or two picks, we just have no way to sustain. And I think, I don't even know. I'm thinking we might need to really utilize high ground more. I think that would be a big help for us. When we can. I mean, obviously, we can't do it every time, but like, not necessarily like, if we're in the middle of a fight and I see that I'm like 2v4 and it's like me and someone else, but like, you know, not being afraid to just pull out and, you know, get high ground, do little pokes, wait for the team to come down, do a tap, keep it stalled out, things like that. It's things for me. Not being able to concede, you know, a little bit of, you know, tick, anything like that, as opposed to just hard-nosing it and then dying and then for sure losing it, as opposed to just stalling it, getting out, stalling it, getting out, little things like that. Swinging like a little hamster.
Hey guys, I think my copy of Portal 2 broke.
Oh.
This is not a portal gun. This is not what I signed up for. What if they reworked her to her instead of having teleporter as an ability, it was her secondary fire? Like
I don't think we need to deal with any more of that shit.
Yeah, it just seems like this point is like an exceptionally hard point to get back to.
Not if you're Hammond.
Or Diva.
My teleporter is online.
Well, do we want to talk about maybe like rollouts from like after we dive first point? Like, so I mean, like there's the easy. I mean, like there's the hop, like hopping across and then hopping back over here if you don't have like a mobility like Diva does. I mean, Hammond's an anomaly.
Teleporter online. We move swiftly.
Apparently Japanese men can climb walls.
Yes, they can. But like coming back on like Hanzo or Widow, I mean you already do, but like coming back and initially starting the fight here, like whenever you come back a second time, like especially if they're on point, high ground is always a necessity that is underutilized.
Yeah, whenever I come back on Hanzo or Widow, I usually come out left side and then I'll wall climb or grapple up there.
Teleporter online. I have opened.
And then if we have a mercy, it lets her get out a little bit. This is also just like a really easily diveable point.
It is.
Which is why like I very much prefer Widow over Hanzo on these points because I can grapple to the other high ground.
My teleporter is online.
But especially with how a lot of people play this, going right room over there, having Hanzo or Widow over here, especially whenever we have the fight and they're fighting from here, you can get some shots from there, and then if you need to, you can grapple over or lunge climb over to, you know, get more main. And then, you know, like if you are over here and they're in that room and you want a different angle, you can always just swoop over here. Either catch them here, jump up top here. If you really want to be cheeky, you can hit this little ledge right here. Oops, didn't cancel. But this lip here is a bitch. This little lip here has fucked me more times than not.
Teleporter online. We move swiftly.
So did we want to talk about like the Reinhardt charge from like over here
That's fun.
at all?
I mean, it's definitely a viable option. I don't think it's something we can really set up though.
I don't think it. I feel like it's too high risk. Like,
It's
high
something
risk
that would,
low
if it
reward.
happened, it happened, but it's not something we should try and seek out to make happen. Like if for some reason you were over there and it just so happened to be like you saw them pushing main and you were in that little area right there, you know, you can go for it, you can try it, but cards really have to be in place for that to work.
Are we going back in or are we down on Anubis?
Up to you guys. I feel like we covered what I wanted to cover, but if you guys have other
Yeah.
things you want to talk about, or if Oak had anything that he wanted to continue on, definitely going back in is totally cool. I just feel like it kicked us out of that earlier than it normally does.
Well, I'm good if Oak has something else to say.
No, I pretty much said everything I would need to say.
Cool.
I have to order some pizza now.
Fuck yeah.
So
I'm eating
give me a
ramen.
minute. Be right back.
Miso pork ramen. Mm.
We definitely seem more focused in that one.
Oh, definitely.
But I mean, we also had something like very specific that we were starting with.
Yeah.
Like we kind of knew what we were wanting to look at, but we didn't. I mean, we knew what we were wanting to look at, but we didn't. So we didn't take us a while to figure out what we wanted to actually talk about.
Yeah. I'm going to end the stream now, and I mean, it's saved on YouTube, but it'll be there for other people to take a look at if they want to see what we went over.